Alright, so again I used paint that was left over on my palette to stain this canvas. Some yellow ochre, some ultramarine blue, and raw umber. I don't recommend staining a canvas this way because it can hint at things that you might not want to do. Unless, of course, you know that you want maybe distant horizon and sky from there up, or what have you. If you have a plan, that's fine. Anyway, that's what I did. I always do the things that I don't recommend. so, so we got it stained, and it's still pretty wet. And I sort of came up with a plan. So I started to draw a few things, and again, it's going to be one of those. I just love water, you know. I love some rock structure. I love really interesting trees. I love good skies. Actually, it might be my favorite, crazy skies. Anyway, that's not what this one's going to be about quite so much. At the moment, to me, I see a far shore, you know, maybe treed hillsides, what have you. Water in the foreground, sky up here. Oh, excuse me. I don't know. My options are still open, but I'm really leaning towards something I'm just going to show you. I'm planning on this being a close-up of, again, shoreline. And something I want to put right here, and it's going to be one of the most interesting and important parts of the painting. It's going to take me quite a while to design and to get right to the point that I wanted. So I'm not worried about this stuff. I will figure this out later. I'm less worried, well, okay, I am, of course, obviously worried about the composition. Right now we're into space division, right? Spatial division. But there's an item here. I'm just going to redirect the camera for a moment. Please excuse the mess, because you're probably going to see some of that. But there's something, it's a panel, it's a study that I did years ago. And I love it. And it's a study of my favorite tree. I'm not saying that there is only one tree that's my favorite tree. Really what I mean to say or suggest is that it's this kind of tree. It's this very, this tree that's had a very rough life. Excuse my hand. And they are always the most interesting. And there it is. This image is online somewhere, and I came across it, and I've used that tree in many different paintings. Again, not that specific tree, but that type of tree. You know, somewhere between what what do they call that? See, now I can't think of it. It's a high altitude type of pine, bristlecone pine. It's somewhere between that and maybe even a tortured cedar on the west coast of British Columbia. Anyway, I really like that. Like the colors in it, like the shape. But as you can see, it takes a bit of doing to put this all together and not have it look too tight. That's part of the beauty of this image, is that some of the red shows through, you know, it's just the staining behind it and the looseness of the painting in general. I think, if I remember right, it's just an 8x10 study, and I have used that image and that tree for many paintings. Well, many paintings, quite a few over the years. Alright, back to me blocking that, and back to this thing. I do that so you don't get to see the mess that's in my studio. Excuse me while I click this camera back into place. Yeah, so I think I'm not going to take you with me when I draw it in because it's going to take quite a while. It's going to take a lot of me sitting down, standing up, sitting down, standing up. You know, swearing, cursing, breaking things, that sort of thing. But eventually I'll end up with that tree. And it's not going to occupy somewhere in the distance. It's going to be a big feature here. Now, on the image I just showed you, the tree leaves the top of the canvas. I want it contained within the canvas here. That tree is going to change, obviously, but it's the character of that tree that I love so much. There's nothing more interesting than an old, tortured soul. Yeah, feel bad for the soul, but I love the look of the tree, right? So that's what I'm planning to do here. I'm not going to worry about anything over here. Not going to worry about what I'm going to put in the foreground. Not going to worry about what I'm going to put in the water, if it ends up being water. I'm just going to focus on the tree now. And I'm looking forward to it, but it's going to be a slow go. So once that's in place, we'll see ya.